the villagers received a mysterious package, and one man immediately recognized it as a nuclear bomb. He told everyone to run, but stayed behind himself. Running alone wouldn't solve the problem. They had to eliminate the threat. He pulled out the detonator mechanism. All he had to do was cut the correct wire, just like defusing any other bomb. Usually, it was the red one. But the very next second, the detonation sequence began. The timer was set for 3 minutes. Escaping the blast radius of a nuclear explosion in that amount of time was impossible. However, people in the wasteland had grown up under the constant threat of nuclear destruction, so they had long prepared emergency survival pods, containers that looked like refrigerators. Unfortunately, each one had room for only a single person. The husband and wife chose to give their son a chance to live. The father warned him not to come out until someone arrived to rescue him, and told him to ration the food and water inside. The boy had no idea this would be the last time he ever saw his parents. Then the man placed his son inside the pod. A blinding flash lit up the sky as the nuclear bomb finally detonated. Meanwhile, in an underground shelter, a young father was reading a story to his daughter. He set a device he was wearing onto a table, and a few seconds later, its screen displayed footage of the nuclear explosion. The boy survived thanks to that refrigerator-like pod, and was later rescued by a power-armored knight from the Brotherhood of Steel. Even as an adult, Maximus was still haunted by the explosion. Yet when he finally tracked down the person responsible, the culprit managed to escape once again. In 2077, a young girl suddenly raised her thumb toward the horizon because a mushroom cloud had appeared in the distance. She was using her thumb to estimate its size. If the cloud appeared smaller than her thumb, there might still be time to run. If it looked larger, there was no hope except to wait for death. Unfortunately, the mushroom cloud was already far beyond the point where escape was possible. Soon more mushroom clouds appeared, and full-scale nuclear war erupted. That day became known as the end of humanity. The wealthy retreated into underground vaults, while the true mastermind behind it all was a company called Vault-Tec. They launched the nuclear strikes themselves, triggering a global nuclear war that destroyed human civilization. Then they established a new order underground. They sold vaults to the rich, planning to emerge and rule the earth once all the survivors on the surface had died off. What they never expected was that even after 200 years, humanity had not gone extinct. Survivors had rebuilt cities across the wasteland, including Shady Sands. In the end, however, Shady Sands was destroyed by a nuclear bomb, one detonated by Lucy's father, Hank. After fleeing, Hank headed toward a mysterious location that concealed the ultimate secret of the wasteland. After learning the truth, Lucy came to despise her father and vowed to seek justice for the people of Shady Sands who had perished. Teaming up with the ghoul, Cooper, she set out on a mission of revenge to track Hank down. Not long after beginning their journey, the two came across a corpse lying beside the road. The body had been sliced cleanly in half at the waist. One look was enough to tell that Hank was responsible.